Welcome back. Tomorrow's teachers are copying today to tell their students tomorrow not to copy. B.Ed students of Pragati Women's College of Education at Torshe appear to be copying bindas for their exams. Sources say that all these stunts are carried out by the college to achieve 100% results. However, acting principal has refused the claim.
Look at these benches at the Pragati Women's College of Education at Torshe. The benches are full with text on them. Sources had informed on Monday that copying business is carried out in the college Ekdam Bindas. We reached at the college as soon as we were informed. But looks like the authorities were already informed about the media arrival. The benches were seen partially painted. Especially the touch-ups were made on the text that was written on the desk. But even after that, the text could easily be seen. When asked, the acting principal Kishori Mestri, she said it is their regular maintenance exercise.
चार परीक्षा सुरू होण्यापूर्वी प्रत्येक वेळेला बेंचेसचा मेंटेनन्स केला जातो की विद्यार्थ्यांना कोणत्याही प्रकारे लिखाणासाठी असुविधा होता नाही.
पेन काढताना ना तो संपूर्ण मॅच टेबलला काढायचा असतो की अर्धवट काही ठराविक जागेवर? नाही
संपूर्णच काढलाय तसा.
नाही, काही ठिकाणी ज्यावर खाली लिहिलेलं आहे त्याच्यावरच पेन काढलेला आहे, इतर जागा स्वच्छ आहे.
After media's intervention, principal inspected the benches. She refused the claims.
याच्यामध्ये कॉपी आहे असं मला वाटत नाही आणि आम्हाला जर समजा हे करायचं असतं, लपवायचं असतं तर आमच्याकडे 24 तास होते. आम्ही 24 तासामध्ये हे सगळं परतू शकलो ना.
Our reporter from Pedne, Vinod Mehtar.
People in Goa had little heard about the existence of different types of dragonflies in the state. A 19-month-long study in Goa has revealed that 34 species are found in Goa, including 4 families of dragonflies. This study was conducted in 2007-2008.
A 19-month study was conducted by wildlife enthusiast Parag Ragnekar, Associate Professor of Zoology Manoj Borkar, and Computer Engineering student Omkar Darwadkar. The survey was conducted throughout the state to cover varied habitat ranging from mountain streams, inland water bodies, paddy fields, and marshland. The most significant finding of this report is that they have found 34 species and 4 families of dragonflies.
Findings is one important thing is that there are 34 new records that we have documented. We have to understand here that these are not new species, but these are known species, but which were not reported from the state earlier, and 4 new families altogether. And all these 4 families are odonates or dragonflies and damselflies, which are found in the interior forest, good forests where there is flowing water. So earlier studies were probably done in village or urban settings, and forests were not explored.
The present study has also resulted in a staggering increase of 47.30% in the number of species reported in Goa to 74 from the existing 39. The study has also observed that the maximum diversity was found during monsoon season, wherein 46 species were documented, followed by 43 in winter and 29 in summer.
After liberation, sometime in 66-67, the Zoological Survey of India, they did a documentation of dragonflies and damselflies in Goa. And in 1995, they reported 22 species. Then later again in 2008, they came out with a series of on fauna of Goa, where they reported another 17. So a total of 39 species were reported for Goa. But we realized that Peninsular India has more than 200 species. So 39 is a very it's not the true representation. That's the reason why we took up this study, and now we have managed to add another 34 new records for the state.
Our principal correspondent Murari Shetye, video journalist Anil Sanidhi for Prudent Media.
Commissioner for NRI Affairs Eduardo Filero has said accountability is accompanied by power, and as such, transparency should be maintained in Panchayat business. He was speaking with regards to the proposed Panchayat Raj Amendment Bill.
The Panchayat Information Directory by Gomantak was launched in capital city on Tuesday. NRI Commissioner Eduardo Filero, Panchayat Minister Babu Asgaonkar, former CM Shishikala Kakudkar, Gomantak Times editor Derek Almeida, Director of Gomantak Joydeep Manik, and others were present at the launch. Speaking on Panchayat Raj Bill, Filero said, accountability is accompanied by power, and as such, transparency should be maintained in Panchayat business.
There is no power in this world without accountability. Anybody, whether it's Sarpanch, whether it's a member of Panchayat, whether the MLA, whether the minister, whether the Prime Minister, whether the President of the Republic, they are all accountable. And therefore there must be transparency on what they do, and they must be accountable, whoever may be, high or low. each one of us, even as citizens, we are accountable for the rest of society. And there is no point that accountability must always go along with power. Transparency in the functioning must go, when more power is there, more the transparency, more accountability. There is nobody who can say, my word is final and I care about nobody. There is no absolute power in a democracy anywhere, and that applies also to the panchayats.
Panchayat Minister Babu Asgaonkar stressed on need of Panchayat Information Directory.
आजचे जे काम डिरेक्टरी आज जे प्रकाशन जे आसा पंचायत लेवलाचे हे व्हडलें काम तेंच्यानी हातीन घेतलेलें आहा आनी तेजें आज प्रकाशन जाल्लें आहा. माहिती पंचायत लेवलाची मेळटा, हर एक पंचायतीचे नंबर, पंच नंबर आनी जी गांवची कितें आहा ती माहिती ती तेंचे भितर तेंच्यांनी घातलेली आसा. तेजे भितरल्यान ही माहिती गोमंतकाची म्हणजे हर एक हेजे भितरल्यान जागृती तयार जाता.
Shashikala Kakodkar expressed worry that politicians are playing petty politics in panchayats.
माझा असा एक समज आहे, आणखीन 2-3 उदाहरणं माझ्याकडे आहेत. त्यांच्या मागं पॉलिटिशियन असतात. केवळ पंचायतीचे लोकच करताच नव्हे, त्यामुळे एवढं धाडस असू शकत नाही. अशा प्रकारची आणखीन उदाहरणं मला माहीत आहेत. आमची स्वतःची 2 आहेत आणि एक मी तर अभिमानाने सांगू इच्छिते की कुठल्याही बाबतीत कधीही आम्ही कायद्याच्या विरुद्ध लढलो केलेलं नाही. काम कुठलंही मायनिंग म्हणूया कुठल्याही याच्यात कधीही आमचं नाव येणार नाही. कायदा पाळूनच आम्ही काही गोष्टी करतो. असं असताना आमच्या 2 केसेस 70च्या याच्यात हे आहे तशीच ठेवलेले.
Rekita Kulaso from Prudent, who has been serving the society through panchayats as Sarpanch and Deputy Sarpanch, was felicitated on the occasion. Our reporter from Panji, Devidas Kamli, with video journalist Ravindra Darvi for Prudent Media.
Goa Convention of Workers has threatened a statewide agitation. They have demanded immediate implementation of revised minimum wages. The revised minimum wages were announced around 3 months ago. Now, the trade unions have given a deadline of 15 days for the government to act.
Goa Convention of Workers is up in arms. Convention claims that minimum wages are less in Goa as compared to other states. They have demanded implementation of revised minimum wages. They have given an ultimatum of 15 days to the government to act. They have threatened of statewide agitation if government fails to act on the demand.
Press conference was called also to give ultimate notice to the government that we are going to come out with a big action in big way in the state of Goa, because it is a failure of the government. Even the neighboring states, Andhra, Karnataka, Maharashtra, they have promulgated the minimum wages, which are higher and much more than the proposed 150 rupees.
We will come together within the next 15 days and we will decide the actions. We will not decide now action, we will not publish the action, we will straightway implement the actions suo moto jointly within this next 15 days. It may be to the assembly, it may be to the, before the residence of Chief Minister.
Convener of ITAC Suhas Naik has demanded to reopen the Lone Industrial Tribunal of the state. He says almost 1,000 cases of industrial workers are pending for hearing and disposal.
Goa has only one industrial tribunal, and that industrial tribunal is not functioning since January 2010. There are almost 1,000 cases which are pending in the industrial tribunal. In each case, at least 50 to 100 and average workmen are related. So you calculate how many workers' fate is sealed in those cases. Government has not done any move to appoint a new presiding officer to the industrial tribunal court since the suspension of the earlier presiding officer. But our only problem is that an industrial tribunal which decides the fate of thousands of the workers should be made functional immediately.
Our reporter from Panji, Laukik Shilkar, with video journalist Ganesh Hotkar for Prudent Media.
Let's take another short break here. We will be right back.